Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be emptying my water tanks. So I have two options of how to empty them. I can either use gravity or I can use a pump. I'm going to use gravity and hook up a water hose and have that hose carry the water to different locations throughout the acreage. I don't want the water just to flow right straight from the tanks onto the ground, because I'll end up flooding my septic field and could end up with a mess. Plus I have my indoor sump pump turned off for the season, and if I get a lot of water in the ground, that water may end up in my basement. Remember, each of these tanks has a lot of water. This one has 800 gallons. This one here has close to 1,000, and this one here has over 1,000. So that's a lot of water, very close to the residence. So what I'm going to be doing is hooking up this water hose and carrying the water to different locations. I would ideally like to put a lot of water on each of the trees, but that takes a lot of time given there's 300 trees, and to saturate that ground takes 5 to 10 minutes per tree. I'll be at it all day. I don't have that type of time. So let's just get this hose set up and pull the line out and put it in a few locations and get these tanks emptied.
So what I'm going to do here is connect my old fire hose to the valve. Since there is no added pressure from a pump, I can use this fitting without any adhesive. It just slides right on. This hose is about 20 years old and would probably blow out if it were under any pressure. The hose will need to be pretty flat here, pretty straight, without any kinks. So I'm going to fast forward through this part right here. Okay, and here we are at the first tree where we're going to dump some of this water. Just open up the valve, and as you can see, the hose is filling up right away. The water is actually pushing out any air in the hose, and it's relatively light to pick up. And I'm just going to walk along here and use that little bit of air pressure that's in the hose to unkink the line. Okay, perfect. Looks like the water is here. Check it out. There's actually a decent amount of water coming out. I'm going to place the nozzle right here, a little bit on the upslope, and let the water flow down into the tree well. That should give it a nice, good soaking.
So this is obviously going to take a long time. So I'm going to set this up for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, come back and just move it around different locations.
And here we have 25 minutes of footage in just 12 seconds. And in the meanwhile, I emptied out the first and the third tanks, and I'm very happy that I could water so many of the trees on the front of my property in preparation for winter. And now I've just the middle one left to empty out.
Once your tank is emptied out, it's a good idea to remove the ball valve so it doesn't get damaged over the winter, and then just leave it open so that any excess water just runs out.
Alright folks, that wraps things up. I'm sure my trees are going to be really happy with that excess amount of water for the winter. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe to be notified when I publish more Acreage Life videos.